Good morning and hello everyone. Welcome to our National Training Week session. I'm Husnina and I am delighted to be your host for today's session. So today we are honored to have our expert trainer, Ms. Winnie, who will be sharing her valuable insights regarding CapCut for video enhancement on optimizing filters and overlays. During the session, please feel free to ask questions in the chat box as Ms. Winnie will address all questions at the end of the session. Also, as a reminder, please keep your microphones muted throughout the session to avoid any disruptions. So, without further ado, I hand over the floor to Ms. Winnie.
All right, thank you so much. Hey, hello everyone. My name is Winnie, and let's drill down to our today's topic. Let me show you the slide. Okay. Yep. So before that, kindly put in the chat box who you are and tell me like what industry you are at right now. So hopefully later on, if any examples that are relevant, I could put some examples that are connected to your industry. Okay, so today we will be talking about enhancing your videos with CapCut filters and overlay. So before that, would like to know whether currently are you using CapCut for your video editing? If it's a yes, put it in the chat box. If you are very new to CapCut, just put a no. Hi. Okay, Mr. Muhammad Razif. Welcome. Okay, so just a brief introduction about what CapCut is. Basically, CapCut is an app where you can edit your video. It's a user-friendly applications that even beginners it can be used, or even if you are a professional video editor, you also can use CapCut. Okay, other than Premiere Pro or FCP. So why I decided to use CapCut for this workshop is because, firstly, the free features that are offered in CapCut are actually good enough for you to get started, especially if you are a beginner in video editing. Okay, I believe in my previous workshops under NTW also, I already shared the basic of how you use CapCut. You can refer to those recordings. So for now, today, we'll be focusing more on filters and overlays by using CapCut. Okay, Farhana mentioned you're from manufacturing and engineering, use PR and AE. Oh, okay. So Farhana, I would say that you are quite a professional video editor, right? So certain people, they do still prefer FCP or using Premiere Pro. Okay, are you aware that actually CapCut also have its own software version? You just need to go to CapCut.com. Okay. Yeah, let me copy the link down here. So you can download to your laptop as well. So of course, those advanced features is actually a paid version, but depends on your usage as well. Okay, so for today, we will focusing more on using only the mobile CapCut to edit, especially for filters and overlays. Okay. All right, so we have a mixed levels today. So kindly share with me, why do you think filters and overlays are important when it comes to video editing? Yeah, just put in the chat box. Let's have some two-way interaction. So if you're awake, when you're watching those commercial advertisement, especially let's say for example fast food ads or even some sport ads, sometimes you'll be wondering how come the colors are more pops, are more like very saturated, that kind of feelings, or even you go for nature, that kind of videos. Wow, sure or not, it looks like too real to be unreal. Okay, it's because of additions of filters or even overlay or even the mixture of both. Yes, you are correct, Mr. Muhammad Razif. It's actually to make it look more appetizing, and it helps to enhance the mood when it comes for storytelling, video storytelling. And imagine, let's say if you would like to build a branding of yourself, okay, you are shooting yourself in the video, but somehow by sometimes we shoot using phone and forgot to wipe the screen, or it could be a low resolution image or video. So it definitely affect the mood, and also how to say, your audiences may not be wanting to watch because of the low quality of it. So filtration and also having some overlays, actually it helps to enhance the quality of your video, especially for those who think that how come whenever I shoot the videos using my phone, always so blur, always very shaky, this and that. Okay, always like very dark. Okay, the lighting comes into one of the important element as well. Okay, but today we will focus mainly on filter and overlay. Okay. Other than that, it also helps to improve the engagement for your social media. Imagine if, let's say, you are taking foodie videos. It's the color are normally very pops, makes you feel like you want to eat as well. This kind of interaction indirectly, you are making the audiences want to watch more, and probably they want to share your video out as well. Okay, so next, let's talk about filters. So filters basically is just color adjustment that create moods. But of course, if you are using PR or DaVinci, you can color grade it more sophisticatedly. Okay, but today we are just talking it more like a generic one. So what filter is basically that you can adjust the color of your video that create moods to your liking. What does that mean? Let's say, for example, you would like to create a cold feelings, like something that is more blue color. Okay, you can add on it to make it feel cold. If you want the scenes to be more warm, more welcoming, okay, then the coloring will be different. So this is in layman terms what filter means. Okay, next, there are actually many types of filters that you can use. Later on, I will do the hands-on in CapCut itself, like the examples of classic filters, theme filters, beauty filters. Okay, nowadays, when you are doing a lot of videos or even watching other people's videos, especially in TikTok, okay, you may wonder that, how come this person looks so different from real life? Probably the chin becomes smaller, the skin becomes smoother. To be honest, all this could be filtered. Okay, there are beauty filters as well. It's pretty common nowadays, but I would suggest not to overdo it. Okay, make it as natural and authentic as possible. And of course, food filter. Are you if you are in F&B industry, how to make your food colors pop? Okay, and also manual filters. You can manually adjust the filters as well. Okay, so today I will just briefly talk about filters. Okay, it's suitable for beginners to start with if you have no ideas what this is. Okay, do not panic, just go through it step by step later on. Okay, so for classic filters, normally we can see like videos that only have white colors, okay, or a bit dark colors tone. So these are very common classic filters. Okay, for theme filters, probably, let's say, for example, Halloween is coming. Okay, if the video is Halloween theme, so of course everything should be darker, darker, more creepy. Even the sound effects or even music background could be more creepy kind of white. Okay, so theme, it's very depending on what type of themes you want, like Hong Kong theme, like celebration theme. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, next I will connect my phone with my Zoom. Okay, let me connect right now. connecting. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat box first. Okay, I will address it from time to time. Okay, let me think how to connect. Right. So I'm connecting to my phone. So this is basically the layout of CapCut. Okay, especially if you are a beginner. So you just need to download CapCut from your Android or iOS, doesn't matter. It also supports each of your device. And you will see something like this. For beginner who never used CapCut before, of course, the bottom there will be no projects. So as a start, I will always suggest you to click on the top right button here, okay? And then, can you see here? Okay, all this, okay, just ignore. You go to edit here. And then if you want to start your new project, you can click new project here. Okay, all the settings, if you want to change language, you can do it here as well. Okay, now new project. Then I go to search for my videos. Okay, if you have your videos, any type of videos in your gallery, you select as well. Okay, let me select a few examples here. Okay, for example, I just randomly choose a few video here. Okay, and then add it in. So of course, for desktop CapCut, it's just drag and drop. It's more convenient. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Okay, if let's say you would like to have this video in TikTok format, because most of us we are creating short videos for YouTube Shorts, IG Reels, Facebook Reels, and even TikTok. Okay, so how to change the formatting? So as you can see here at the bottom, there's this aspect ratio. Just click on that aspect ratio. Yeah, because this video formatting, the first video when I imported is actually horizontal. So all my videos in this workspace, it will be in horizontal. So you will need to change it vertically. So next, you just click on here, 916. Okay, so because this video is horizontally created, okay, and that's why when you change to TikTok size, it will be like this. Top and bottom, it will be dark in color. There are actually a few ways for you to play around, okay? Whether if you want it to be full screen. So how? Let me show you. If let's say you encounter this type of scenario, you have no chance to reshoot your videos to be horizontal. Okay, horizontal, when what I meant is horizontal is when you shoot, you put it vertically. Vertically. Okay, for this video is originally it was horizontal. Okay, horizontal is like a YouTube normal post. Okay, when it was being shot, it's like this. Okay, so how to make it nicer? There are a few ways. Either you can actually expand by going to the screen here, expand it to be full screen, and then you can show whichever segment you want it to be seen. Okay, let's say here. Okay, this is how you maximize it. But take note, if let's say your video resolution, the original video is already low in resolution, when you extend it, it may become more fuzzy and blur. Okay, take note on that. Okay, so another one, okay, let's say for example, this one I would like to show. If you want to show full screen like this, probably another main character, it will be blocked by the screen because originally there are two people, for example. But just because you want to expand it like this, then the second character it's not seen. So it's up to you whether how you want to edit it. There are a few ways to do it. Either you want to do it like this, split, and then straight away show the lady by moving it like this. Here, for example, like this. Okay? Or you want to play with keyframe. Like this. Let me show. If I want to move like this, you can play with keyframe. Okay, by moving this diamond, okay, at the bottom of the display. Let's see, I activate it, and then I can actually move the screen like this, for example. Straight away show the lady here, for example, okay? So when I play, the screen will move. So this is called keyframe. What you need to do is just by activating the keyframe here, then you just move the white stick here to where you want it to be shown at this particular point in time. Then you move the screen at the top to let it show. So it will have this diamond automatically, okay, when your screen starting to move. Got it? Okay, so this is called keyframe. Okay, let's go back to filter. Okay, in CapCut, where can I find filter? Okay, let's go to the basic filtering. Okay, here, you scroll here. By default, it looks like audio here. When you scroll to the left here, you will see this adjust. Click on the adjust. Okay, so if let's say your account is non-pro means it's free version, okay? Then do not click on the pro version feature, because when you want to export, it will not be allowed until you make payment. So do not click the pro version. Pro version is a paid version. So if let's say you want to use CapCut for free, then just use all this. Okay. Let's say brightness. You can adjust brightness like this. You can see the difference. Okay. Let me just do a bit. Okay. Contrast. Okay, saturation, especially for food, you can do more saturation. It's very depending on the type of the type of video that you are shooting. Okay, let's say for example you're doing greeneries, nature, then you can have more saturation. In this case, let's say if I make it more saturated, you will see the whole screen, it will be orange in color. Can you see that? Okay, so for food, it's good to have more, especially let's say you want to make it more appetizing. Okay, for example. Okay, sharpen, you can have a bit more, depends. Okay, this is just make your visual more sharp. Okay, and then clarity, especially if items that are edges that are a bit blur, you can make it sharper. Okay, you can see. So all this, you will need to have a footage and then play around with it. There's no right or wrong how you can adjust the filter, because doing filtering or overlays is actually very depending on your individual's preference. Okay, some likes to have more yellowish, darker tone or brighter tone or more pops color. It's very depending on individual. Okay, so for this, HSL is basically hue, saturation, and lightness. For example, in this case, it's more on yellow, right? You can click on the yellow here. Then just play around with the hue. You can see the difference. It changes the color. Okay, saturation. So specifically for yellow color, okay, it will change the saturation level. So here you can have more, how to say, more space to play around the colors. Okay, but for beginner, I would suggest you to go all out for all the buttons, but you can play around. Okay, so lightness, you can see the difference. Okay, so you can play around with this. And graph is actually more advanced. If you want to have only a specific area to have some different lighting, and then you can just play with the graph, okay, by adding the dots here. You can see. So if without multiple dots, normally the whole lines will move. So all your video, the adjustment will be made as well. If you want a specific section, then you will need to create more dots, okay, to play around with it. You can see. Let's see for this. Okay. For example, okay, this already out, but I just want to let you have a look the difference with this. Okay. So you can have a specific area to have a different brightness level. Okay, so this we can play around. Go back, delete the adjustment. Oh, I undo too much already. Let me go back to aspect ratio. There's something wrong with my phone right now. Okay, so there's no save button for CapCut. Okay, so whatever you have done, when you exit, it will automatically save. Okay, there's no save button in CapCut. So to repeat, okay, if you want to adjust the brightness manually, okay, all these are manual filter. You click on the adjust button here. Okay, adjust, and then you can play with brightness, contrast, saturation, all this. Okay, more advanced HSL, graph, even you want to add shadows, all this. There are so many different filters you can play around. Okay, what if, let's say, I would like to have preset. Okay, Fahana mentioned, I think we can also play with level to increase the black and white color. Yes, you can. Okay, so if you want to play with preset filters, you just need to click on the filters here. Okay, so now CapCut also they want to make more profit by adding more advanced features at the paid versions. But you still can find those without Pro one. Okay, you still can find a few. But since, let's say you want to use for free, why not you just manually adjust it? You do as well. Okay, so all this is very depending on the type of the video you shot. Okay, for example, let's say if you want to go for more food related type of videos, you just click on the food here. Okay, let me just randomly click one. Let's say gourmet. You can even adjust the level of the color. Okay, tasty, baked. So all these are preset filters that you can choose. Okay, you can even adjust the level of the preset. Okay, if it's warm color, later I will talk about warm and cold, like night scene, all this. You want some retro mood, let's say Provia. Okay, these are more suitable for other items. Let's say, for example, here. So it's more orange, red. Okay, monotone, black and white. This is more on the classic filters side. Okay, so all this you can just play around with it. Okay, black and white, more classic white. So for this, let's say for example, if you would like to select a specific part to have this filter, you can actually adjust the length. Let's say here it's too long. I just want it to be deep, happen to be on this portion. Then click on this at the end here, move it to the front, split, delete. You can play like this. Or if you want to move the filter to another different timeline, you just need to hold on it and then move it to where you want, for example. So this is how you adjust your filter. Okay, if you have If you want to have multiple filters, yes, you can too, but just add another one. Okay. So any questions so far on this filter? Can I give you like 2 minutes? Just go through the CapCut, play around with the filters. Okay, just click, click, click. There's no right or wrong. And then move the filter as well and adjust it. Start now. Let me know once done. Give me a 222, then I will continue. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, done. If done, give me a 222. Just play around with the filters, then we will move on. Okay, so next I will be talking about overlays. What does overlay means? Actually, there are so many different meanings for this. Some you may perceive it as in CapCut, overlay means you're adding another layer, okay, on top of is another, not another layer, another video or picture on top of its existing picture or video. Okay, another layer of it, so that probably you want to have two videos to move at the same time, or one picture or one video. Okay, this is overlay that is stated in CapCut itself. So other than that, okay, our focus today is we'll be talking about overlays in terms of transition. How do you do transition from one video to another? Okay, and how do you play with the visual effects? All right, visual effects, animated stickers that are provided. There are so many choices that you can pick from, and also text overlays. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, let's go to CapCut again. Let me connect. All right, so I start with a new project again. So now I just randomly put in a video or two, edit in. Okay, so this is a horizontal video. Remember, if you want to change it to vertical, where you go to aspect ratio, okay, to change it to whichever sizing that you want. Okay, so for now, I remain it as horizontal. So for overlay, like what I mentioned just now, there's a few meanings. One of it is, as you can see at the bottom, it's already state overlay. What does that mean? If you click overlay on its existing video and you click another time, it will go to your gallery. Okay, with either you want to add in video or photo. Let's say, for example, I want to add a photo here. It's done like this. This is PNG. So you can adjust. Let's say, for example, this is your company logo. You put it here, then you can adjust throughout your videos. Okay, so this is how you add overlay. And latest news, there's this, probably you may be asking, your own company logo, is it all right to be posted in Instagram Reels? Because certain platform, if you post some company logo, your own company logo, they may restrict your posts. Okay, they don't want it to be too salesy. But Instagram lately, mostly, okay, he mentioned that if it's your own company logo, it's fine. As long as, let's say if you are posting it in Instagram, do not put logo from other platforms, let's say from TikTok or YouTube. Okay, because when you download video from TikTok, for example, normally they will have this TikTok watermark already, and post it in Reels, probably your video will be restricted by Instagram. Okay, but in Instagram, for your own company logo, it's fine. Okay, so this is a very latest tip for you. Okay, next, let's talk about the normal overlay. Let's say I would like to do transition between one video to another. When you're doing transition, normally it's like you're talking from scene A and then you want to switch to scene B. Okay, how do I add transition in CapCut? Okay, so in this case, I have these two video clips, right? Okay, when I play like this, you will see something like that. Okay, to another scene. So in between these two, if I would like to add in transition, how to do that? Okay, there are a few ways. The easiest way is by clicking on the white box here. Okay, when you click on the white box, what will you see? Immediately, you will see all these examples of transition that you can add in between these two videos. Okay, for desktop, you just need to drag the transition in between two videos. That's it. Okay, in the phone, you just need to click on the square box in between and choose whichever you want. Let's say, for example, I choose this one, horizontal slice. So it will give you a preview, okay, preview of it. That's a vertical blur. If you want to use this particular transition, then you click tick mark here. So once you have added the transition, it will show like this. The symbol changes. Just now it was just one line, right? And now it's like this pendulum kind of thing. Okay, so it looks like this. Cool, right? It's this feature is actually free. Let's say if you have all these white boxes in your project, in your template, as in your video project here, you can straight away click on the apply to all, and all your videos will have the similar transition. But bear in mind, if let's say you're doing a slideshow in a short time period, like few seconds, I actually wouldn't suggest to have all transition, like the same transition throughout, okay, especially in short time span, because it may look that you're overdoing it. So just do it in moderation for your transition. Okay, so yeah, it's also very depending on your preference. What if your question is, let's say at this point in time, it could be one take video, you would like to do another, you would like to add in another transition here, okay, particularly in this point in time. How? But there's no white box can be seen. Okay, what you need to do to create the white box is, okay, look at my screen, just need to click on the video specifically, and then your white stick is to pinpoint, okay, this point in time, I would like to have this transition, but now I cannot choose the transition yet. I need to do this extra step. You just need to click on the split. Okay, when I click on the split, instantly I will have this box. Can you see that? Okay, without transition, it won't affect the video. Okay, but what if I would like to add a transition in that? So to repeat the step, click on the square, and you can even choose any type of effects. Like for example, one of the famous transition is this light effects. Okay, it's like a swipe thing. You can do that. Blare, something like that. Okay. So let me play that. Can you see that? Okay, especially if it's another scene. Okay. You can even choose the time frame. Okay, basically how long you want the transition to have it in your video. Let's say I make it longer. So when you make it longer, the transition will move slower and it will stay longer. Got it? All right. Any questions so far for this transition part before we move on? Let me know. Okay. So next, I would like to guide you through on effects, visual effects, body effects. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, beside this overlay, you will see these effects. Click on the effects. Okay, you'll be seeing like 4 options here. Let's click on the video effects. You can see there are so many effects here. Okay, if let's say you want to do something that is more YouTube kind of reason style, okay, like this, probably you see certain videos, they show this, like, oh, what is this? They add this kind of effects, cartoon border. All these are quite regular, I mean like pretty common effects that people use. Question marks, add the sound effects, okay. Oh my gosh, what else? Warning. So all these are pretty trendy kind of effects. Okay. Other than that, you can play with the texture. Okay. All these lighting effects or split effects. Okay. You can play around with this or vlog kind of effects. If you are a vlogger, okay, you are focusing more on showing your face. Okay. Your daily traveling vlogs, that kind. Okay. You can do it with style. All right. Celebrate. Have this all these sparkling things around. Actually, it helps as well for your, let's say for your gala annual dinner events or this. Okay. So you actually do not need to download from anywhere. You just click on it. If you feel like you cannot find it in the library, why not you type it? Let's say I want it to have like a snow. Okay, to have snow dropping down. Let's test check whether there is. Okay, snowfall. Okay, you can search the keyword as well. You can see there are so many different features. Okay, why I used to do it in PR, Premiere Pro, and then once I'm starting to use CapCut years ago, I already edited. But all these features, all these is just the recent years only added by CapCut. Started very basic, but nowadays CapCut, I would say the features are very advanced. Even though like newbies, they can play around with it, especially like subtitles, auto subtitles. Okay, you can even have bilingual. If let's say you want to have Chinese or Malay subtitles to edit on your existing, let's say English speaking video, yes, you can do that. But bilingual is actually a paid version. Okay, yeah. So for me, my style is, let's say, for example, at the beginning, you are starting to say something. You can also do like a opening scene. Or for me, I like to do it at the end. For example, here, let me show you the effects that normally I do. Okay, closing like the end here. Okay, or there's something is TV off. Okay, normally I personally like this too. Okay, to do the ending part, and also I would like to add sound effects. Okay, to add sound effects into your videos actually is a bonus point. It's where you can actually capture people's attention as well, but do it in moderation. There are many types: impact kind of sound effects, riser, whoop, okay, the sound going up, or whoosh, whoosh, that kind. So all these sound effects, if you are interested, you can just go to audio. Okay, click on the sound FX here. Then you can select. Okay, recently there are a lot of Halloween, right? So all these sound effects that you can use for your videos, you can just explore it. Okay, so this is about visual effects. Okay, what about this? Let's say I go back to effects here. Just now I was mentioning video effects, right? Where you can just search or just go through. You can click, it will give you a preview. Okay, other than that, if let's say you are a dancer, or you just want to do like a recent hot songs, your staff are dancing along or just move around, you can have these body effects. Okay, it's just to add some fun element in your video, okay, but not overdo it. I would suggest that. Okay, like for this big mouth, okay, shrug, or this mostly related to movement, body movement. Then you can add this kind of body movement, the embarrassed face, or this people like to use a lot nowadays in videos like YouTube's. You tend to see a lot. So instead of adding it manually from another source, you can just directly search in CapCut. Okay? So all these are pretty much the visual effects. Okay, and you can move around. Okay, you can move around, and then you can adjust the time frame. Okay, if let's say your video, let's say for example, in this video, I have 2 layers. Okay, then you click on these layers at the bottom. Okay, these effects, you can actually search. You can actually make it to which layer you want, especially if you have double layers of videos. Okay, double layers of video, you can select layer 1 or 2. All right, any questions so far? Okay, this is on effects. And another one is stickers. Okay, how to add stickers? Click on this at the bottom of the right here. You will be able to see so many different stickers. For example, Halloween is coming, or this. Let's say I want to search something. There's a spider web, or this. You can also move it around. Okay, this is called stickers. It's where you can add. And if let's say you are emphasizing some educational type of content, you go to this arrow, you will see a lot of this kind of, like this kind of things. Okay, circle, all this arrow. Yeah, this is what you can do with it. Okay, and if let's say you would like to add some text, happy day, for example, I go to start, I can choose my color, the colors. Okay, and then you can also go to font to choose the fonts that you want. Okay, or you can go to this animation here, is where you can select the movement, how the text come in and go out. Let's say this. Okay, this is in. If you want it to go out, then you click on out. Okay, let's say out, going out, pop out like this. Or you want it to be in loop throughout the whole video. Okay, then it will show throughout the whole video. Okay, and the effects like this, all these are presets. You can just select whichever you want. Let's say go to this, happy day, star, effects. This is where you can select all these preset text. Okay, all these are just already done for you. You can just click based on the colors that you want. Okay, so for the text, you can go to the screen here. You can make it smaller or make it bigger. Okay, up to you. Let's play. Okay, you can even keyframe your text, for example, if you want to. I highlighted, I already activated the keyframe, and then I move. Let's say I want it to be here, and it will move like this. Okay, so this is keyframe here. Got it? So this is called text overlay. Any questions so far? Put it in the chat box. Okay, time flies. All right, let me show my slide. Okay, so let's play around with some filters. Let's say if you have a cool filters, basically is the color is more on the bluish type. Okay, warm is warm tone. Normally we will see yellow kind of filters. Nature, okay, remember these three: cool, warm, and nature. Okay, let's go back to our phone. Okay, let me connect to my phone. Okay. Okay, let me start a new project. Okay. Do you know that you can also find free footages in CapCut? How to do that? Okay, let's go to the library at the top. Click on that. Let's say I wanted to have a scene of nature. Let's click this nature. Okay, can you all see? All these are free that you can just pick it and then do it as your B-roll. So let me select one of the footages, probably this one. You can preview first. Okay, if you like it, you can use it. Let me save this one. Not really. Something nicer. Okay, let me select this one. Okay, if you want it to be more nature kind of filter, okay, let's do the filter by going to adjust. Okay, live demo for you. Okay, first of all, you can see this. If you go too bright, it's not nice. Go too dark, not nice either. I think the brightness can be reduced a bit more. Okay, contrast. There's no right or wrong, huh? You just need to play around. Not too much. It looks a bit fake. Okay, saturation. You see, if I move outwards a bit more, the leaf become more pops color. Okay, so you can have more, but not too much. Okay, sharpen a bit more. Okay, I do a very basic one. Okay, let's do one is with the filter and I show you one without. Can you see the difference? This is without. It looks a bit dull. Okay, fading color. And this is with. So it's really important to add filter, especially if you think that your video is not pops enough. You feel like something is not right there. Could be the color grading. So just make it very simple. You play around with the adjust. Or if you want to play with the preset, then you can try to search around. Let's say scenery. Let's play with this. There's no right or wrong, yeah? Just click on it, adjust a bit to your liking. Okay, maybe something, this is more Hawaiian stuff. Okay. So for Hawaii, let's say preset one, it's more, how to say, it's already preset for you. You can only adjust the level of the filters. Okay, but if you like the kind of colors preset, you can use it, up to you. Okay, what if something cool? Okay, let's go to the library again. Something cool. What I can think about is snow. Let's say this one. Okay, this is more on the cold side. Okay, not really nice. I will make it okay, easier to see. Make it vertical. So for this, if you want to adjust for cold side, you can make it more color. You can color it more blue color. See, HSL. Okay, maybe you can see the difference. Either you want it to move towards more warm or cold filter. It's totally up to you. Okay, saturation, lightness, just put it. Maybe just play around. Maybe contrast. Some they like to have like blurry effects. Then you lessen down. Yeah, you make the contrast to be lower. Okay, brightness. If you want to make it brighter, yeah. Okay. So, okay. Something weird in my phone. Okay, so let me play again. Please adjust, read, and read out. Okay, the color tone is a bit different. This is more on the cold side. If you want it to be warmer, then you need to change the color. Probably, let's say saturation a bit, but you have to change the color. Okay. Okay. And you can play with the temperature as well. Okay, you can see temperature normally is cold or warm. This is more on the warm side. This is left side is more on the cold side. So this is very distinctly, you can able to differentiate. Yeah, yeah. Just play around with it. Okay, this is just the side. Vignette is where you can, if you want to have like a darker side at the corner of your video, you can do this. Okay, some that prefer your video to be more grainy. Okay, you can add more. Okay, probably you can't see clearly much, but it becomes like a dotted visual appeared in the video. Okay, it is a different cold and warm. Okay, so how do you feel when you are watching, let's say, same video clip but different type of tone color? Does it make a difference? Let me share my slide. Okay. Yeah, put it in the chat box. Let me know. When you just now just briefly go through like looking into cold filter and a warm filter and nature filter, do you feel like each, even though like the same video, it give you a different type of feelings? Okay, it does actually. That's why I would say color grading is pretty important in video editing. But as a beginner, try not to confuse, not to worry on this. Just at least when you are creating video, you can do some adjustment, at least on the brightness level, the contrast. Okay, it's up to you whether you want to use a saturation to make it the color more pops. Okay, at least it's clear enough, not too dark to see. That's the basic elements that as a video creator, if let's say you are a beginner, you need to make sure on this first. Okay. Yep. Any questions so far? Any questions? I would like to show you another thing. Other than the filter, if let's say you have a green screen, how do you tackle that? Okay, it's also part of the filter. Let me show you my phone. Okay, so if let's say I would like to add some green screen image, how? Okay, all you need is, let's say at this existing video, I just click on the overlay, add overlay. I go to my library. Okay, my library here, there's this green screen. Can you see that? Okay, if you like to have this, okay, subscribe, or even you add your own video, let's say you downloaded from YouTube, it's totally fine as well. Okay, with a green screen or blue screen. Just click whichever you want and add it in. Okay, it will look like this. Okay, so the next question you may have is how to remove the green color at the back. Okay, just click on the layer of the green video and then choose remove BG. Click on the remove BG. And in this case is you should click on the chroma key. So click on the chroma key and then move to the screen here by using one finger, move to the green area. You're telling CapCut that, okay, I want to remove the green color. It has been highlighted, and then release your finger. That's it. If you think that it's not perfectly removed, there's some residue of green color, you can just play around the intensity and shadow, okay, and click OK. So this is how you remove a green screen background. Got it? And you can even move to where you want it to be shown. Okay, this green screen effects, either you want to edit in from YouTube or you want to get it from your library. Okay, so this is green screen or blue screen. You just go to remove BG and click on the chroma key. Okay, yep. Any questions so far? Put it in the chat box. Do you learn something about effects and overlay today? Okay. Yes, feel free to raise any questions. And for beginners, I would suggest you to go through the filters because there are too many options to choose from. Go in moderation. It doesn't mean that in that particular video, you want transition, text filter, text overlay, everything to be added. You can, but in moderation. Okay? Any question for me before we end today's session? Oh, we have Farhana, Fazila, and Muhammad Rasif in the house. Okay, if you're asking about, let's say, can you do these, the same effects and overlay in CapCut software? Yes, you can. In fact, you can do more actually. Yeah. If let's say you shoot using log, all those like raw footage, you can also import it into CapCut software. Because normally when we import those raw footage, log, all those stuff, format, okay, the color will be very blunt. It's like gray color. Yes, from there you can play with the color grading in CapCut software. Okay, so if there's no question, then I will pass it to the host. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Winnie, for the excellent presentation on CapCut for video enhancement, optimizing filters and overlays. As it appears that there are no further questions, we will be ending this session soon. We would like to thank all participants for their attention. So before concluding, regarding your certificates, we are pleased to inform all participants that your attendance has been successfully recorded. Your course status will be updated to completed after this session. You will also receive your e-certificate through the NTW portal upon successful completion of the TEE assessment. The certificate can be generated from the Applied Course section of your individual profile. As for the video recording of this session, it will be available on our YouTube channel at Excel Academy Malaysia by tomorrow. Now, before we end the session, we are excited to share about our in-house, our public training courses. So right now, we have our year-end promo, which is pay 3 packs, get 2 free, which means that if you register 3 participants, you'll get 2 additional seats free. You only have to pay for 3, even though you register for 5 participants. So this promo is all HRD code claimable, and it is also a great opportunity to develop your skills before the year end. As for our upcoming training sessions, we have a few conference sessions already lined up. So for the first conversation is the Canva Design Bootcamp. We also have a CapCut for video marketing. For the conversation on AI tools training, we have ChatGPT and AI tools, content creation and marketing. Other than that, we also have introduction to AI tools, enhancing office productivity. Another conference session is Digital Marketing Masterclass. Other than that, we also have SEO and SEM. Other digital marketing training includes social media marketing, digital marketing professional. So for the conference sessions on Microsoft training, we have Microsoft Excel basic level, Microsoft Excel intermediate and advanced level, Microsoft Excel data analytics and visualization tools, and also Microsoft Power BI, which is also another conference session. So we encourage you to register for these conference sessions as they are set to proceed as scheduled. So if you are interested in enrolling in one of these courses, feel free to contact us. Thank you all for your participation today and have a great day. Once again, thank you, Ms. Winnie.